Hello and welcome to the channel. I am the Coins Monster. What's up guys, how you all doing today? Good to be back on the live. I know it's been a while, but this was kind of expected and it can be scary to see a drop after a massive run up, right? So I'm gonna be writing it with you and tell you what I see, why I expected it, and what is to come for us in the coming days. Alright, so guys, before we get started, type in the chat box digit 1 if you can hear me okay, if my screen is clear enough so we can get started. Alright, just want to make sure that everything is good, the sound in the video. so you can get all the information just right. A mis amigos españoles, saludos, gracias por su tiempo y me alegro de que estén aquí. A partir de esta semana voy a hacer 2 streamings en español para que también podáis venir, no solo lo haré en inglés, ¿vale? Alright, Bobby, my man, thanks for being here, buddy. Alright, just gonna quickly go over a few coins that I'm watching. Alright, and wait for a couple more people, then we'll get started. Alright, so let's see what we got. We're gonna get started regardless. Alright, don't want to waste anybody's time here, and I'm gonna keep the streaming short. It's not gonna go over an hour. Okay, because I've spoken about everything here on the Telegram group. The VIPs get all the information, the trading room gets all the information. Alright, so if you still haven't joined the trading room, there's a link in the description below. Join it. There's also a link to the profitable trades that you can see the type of calls we make and what we talk about on the live streams. Okay, so you know there is value. Alright, and remember, hit the like button and the notification bell, okay, so you'll be notified as soon as my new videos are out and when I go live. Okay, just want to get the info out there for educational purposes, and so I can help a lot more people. Yo, JKL Graphics, thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for the compliment, much appreciated. Alright, here we go. So Bitcoin, still in the fractal. If you watched my last video that I sent out as an update, okay, it said practically the same thing, and it's still going under the same plan, the projected plan. Now, we are not trading the chops in and out. We're just waiting, dollar cost averaging at the right times. Okay, so when it got down to this bottom, we took some trades, and over here, when it was risky, we started to plan our DCA just in case it starts to drop. But no trades, only holds. That's what we look for. Okay. So what's going on? Why is Bitcoin dropping? Well, it's not a drop. First of all, let me get that clear. It's not a drop. Okay, drop means bam, like that. That's a drop. Okay, this is not a drop. This is a range. Now it's gonna go up and down in a range, yes, but it's not a drop. Okay. Why is this happening though? Well, it's too tired. A move like that on Bitcoin, (27% move and a continuous rally is a big move. Okay, if you take a look at it on the daily time frame, it's basically nothing but green candles. Okay, on the weekly, especially all green candles. 2 weeks straight up, bam, green candles, nothing else. it's going to come down a bit. It will, okay, because it needs to cool off. Now, why am I saying this isn't a drop? Well, take a look at the indicators right here. These indicators, they are low on the weekly. There's a double bottom, hidden bullish divergence on the weekly time frame, which caused this move. Now, weekly time frame goes for a couple of months. Okay, so it's not going to drop. It's not going to go up and then drop the next week. Okay, daily time frame, however, is tired. Okay, the move for Bitcoin started back in here on the vertical line. I'm going to mark here. Okay, the indicators were extremely low, double bottom. The ADX was gaining strength. Now it's lost the momentum. Okay, the only thing is it's lost the current momentum it was in. But there was also bearish divergence that was forming. Okay, now this bearish divergence is now complete. It's not information, it's complete. Okay, actually this can also be considered as exaggerated bullish divergence, because the hills are practically straight, is down the other way. Okay, now this fractal that I got for you, actually I'm gonna make the screen slightly bigger. There we go. This fractal I got for you is taken from this move. Okay, this massive move, I've just shortened it. Just put it there. Okay, so it's going to be a bull flag, falling wedge, whatever you want to call it. The price action fits. Okay, so we might get a drop to the bottom of this trend line, just sitting currently about 43.8. Okay, but that's what they do. Okay, when it breaks a high of a range, it's gonna make people bullish, make them long 100x, 200x, and that's 100x is not enough. So they want 200x. Unfortunately, they won't get it, and that's when they come in and liquidate the hell out of you. Okay, so that's why this drop is a cool off. Right, they're gonna get the liquidity back in here and then push it up. Okay, Bitcoin is in a retracement to the upside, not a downside, and it's about to, with this going to be a higher low as I expressed on the video previously I uploaded. This is going to be a confirmation of higher low. We most likely get a double bottom and then upside. Okay, but here's what I want you to see. Here's what I want you to take a look at. There's a fractal, a channel, actually, it's a channel that has been working. Let me see if I can find it. No, not that one. I can find it, sorry. Let's see. Parallel channel, there we go. Okay, so Bitcoin is actually got topped at that channel of a parallel channel. Okay, it's not, it did not get rejected, it's just following that channel. That is it, that's what it's doing. There we go. Tops, bottoms, it's complete. Okay, now this is what's going to happen slowly. So what's next for Bitcoin is this. Bam, 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 go up and then bam, crash back down. Go up, crash back down, go up, crash back down. Every time it's going to take out this previous high, it's going to come down. And it goes up, takes out the previous high, comes down. Goes up, previous high, come down. That is what's going to be next for Bitcoin. And this channel is going to get extended. Okay. It's going to get way extended like that up there. Until it finally decides to break out. Go up. Final move. It's done. Okay. It's going to be done right around there. 58 to 60k is going to be done. It's going to go slow. Okay. It does not have that much strength. And why do I think that is this weekly chart, man. Weekly chart. Now, see this? Right here. Got a falling wedge. Or a pennant, whatever you want to call it. But actually, it's a descending channel. Okay? Sort of descending channel. So, the next green hill is going to be that small, and then it's going to come down. And then eventually break down. That's why I think Bitcoin is done at 58 to 60k. Well, max 60k. I was even start considering to ladder out starting from 55. Okay, so that's what I see on Bitcoin, major move, and that's why I'm not bearish on it, because this is exactly what happened the last time around. Although this is the same fractal that I got from here, okay, on a lower scale. But that's because the move happened early. Okay, this pullback that we had did not last 3 months. This lasted only maybe 20 days, so a month. That's why I'm thinking this move up is also going to last maybe a month and a half, and that is it. Okay, so also I've mentioned this before. Wyckoff distribution, right? It's going to go up, make a right shoulder, head and shoulders pattern, come back down. Bitcoin will be done by that time. Should see it back around 20k, somewhere around there. But we'll talk about that when the time comes. We'll talk about that. Right, but that's what's paid for Bitcoin, and that's why I'm not worried. And you gotta understand that when you look at the weekly chart, after a move like this, they always come back to test the lows, okay, of the breakout. So this was the range that it broke out from. Let's move this for a bit. Look at that. 42.8 and 43k. It's gonna come back and test this support right here that it broke down from, around 44k, 43k. Okay, previous rejections, now it's gonna confirm as support, and then range here, and then go back up. Okay, this is good for the altcoins, by the way. If I haven't made that clear, this is good for the altcoins. Okay, so that's what happens. Now if you go look at any other coin, HBAR, let's pick a random coin. Bam, look at that. This has come back down to about there. Okay, breakout weekly, support hold, breakout weekly, right there. It's gonna come back and test the support. Okay, it did that the last time around as well. Focus on this wick right there. After breakdown, it broke up continuously and came back down to test this area as support. That's the accumulation range it broke out of. Okay, so if you go back to Bitcoin, look at that. It's on the weekly time frame. Okay, it's on the weekly time frame, right? So this is what we got. 43, that's the accumulation breakout. 43, 43.8 and 43.1. Okay, 2 weekly closes, and then we're out. We're out after that. All right. So at this stage, when this is gonna grind up slowly, we should see all these altcoins break up to whatever highs they have to get to. Okay, whatever highs they have to get to. Now, if Bitcoin is going to go up to 55 and 60k, let's say if it goes from 43 to 55, it's only a 26% move. It's only a 26% move. I'm not going to be interested in that. I prefer altcoins. That 26% move I can get in like 4 hours. So there's no point in Bitcoin for me personally. Okay, let's take the moving averages. Okay, It got rejected by the 200-day moving average. Yeah, multiple times. 2 wicks, tweezer tops. Be careful. Now, also notice one more thing. You have the A, the B, and the C. C leg is always slightly higher than the B, than the A wave. Okay, so most likely the target at 43,844K gets hit. Okay, at the very least, I think it's going to come back down and back test 44.3. Right, but that is going to be it. There's going to be a reaccumulation happening for these altcoins when they test back their breakout of the accumulation ranges, and it's off. It will eventually break that 200-day moving average. Okay, it's something most people don't see right now. There you go. It's a massive cup. Can even reduce that. Okay. Let's get rid of the moving averages for now to make the chart a bit cleaner. There we go. It's a massive cup. Massive handle. Okay. There you go, 55K. Okay. It's gonna go back to this critical area first, 49 to 52s, maybe range there a little bit, and then slowly grind up. Okay. So that's what's happening. It's clear cut on the chart. By that time, this is gonna come down a bit. Okay. This monitor right here will definitely come down to about there and make a small red hill this time around, and then go back up. At that point, we got the entries. Okay, so that's what I see on the chart, but that's because the weekly is good. Okay, notice over when we were up in here, I was still calling a drop. Stop, we're down in here, I was still calling a drop. Okay, and then everything just kind of changed. Actually, I was calling an upside exactly down in here. So that is it. This is going to be the final accumulation phase. So if you don't have altcoins and you're thinking about going 100% into Bitcoin, I think you will be far better off with altcoins than you would be just holding Bitcoin. Okay, that's my personal thing. I would even prefer Ethereum, but Ethereum is like secondary. Even altcoins, the other altcoins that come first. Now, let's take a look at BTC's dominance. There is news coming out. I think this week is going to be tough. Okay, because apparently there is a Fed meeting, and they will be discussing Bitcoin. They will be releasing some sort of news, and I'm pretty sure something's going to happen around there. Now, in the video, I did mention it's going to take a couple of days for dominance to bounce up to the upside because it was way oversold. Okay, way oversold. Let's take the 4-hour time frame. It's doing a double bottom. It's doing a double bottom, but the momentum has lost its strength. So I think even if it bounces, I don't think it's gonna break this level. Okay, and after that, there we go, come back down. Okay, so that's what's gonna happen with Bitcoin dominance. Let's check the USDT dominance, also bouncing, and look at that, beautiful. That's what's gonna follow with Bitcoin dominance. Okay, did a nice double bottom, and this is exactly what's gonna happen with it. 4-hour move still has a bit of strength, so I would expect it to kind of range there and then come back down. Okay, still gonna break down, still gonna follow the fractal. Okay, it's gonna do a bearish retest just like it did when it was down in here. Okay, that's the bearish retest for a couple of days. 30th July, lasted a week. It's gonna maybe end up at 9th of April. I think we should be ready to drop again. And that's funny because the meeting that takes place tomorrow, the conference, also finishes on the 9th. And then you got this stupid news, ridiculous news coming out saying, oh, MicroStrategy purchased another $110 million worth of Bitcoin. That's a sell signal, boys and girls. Sell signal, get that straight. Every single time, MicroStrategy comes out saying, oh, we purchased another couple of $100 million worth of Bitcoin. You know what? On the chart, you were right here. Then they release the news, you were right in here. They release the news again, you were right in here. And then guess what? He's buying all these times and now he's releasing the news. He's trading the range. MicroStrategy trading the range. Micro as in the range. Strategy, that's a strategy. He buys lows in the range, releases that he's buying $150 million worth of Bitcoin at the top of the range and then sells. Dump city. Okay? So, yeah, look at that. We're bouncing just a little bit. Now, I think this fractal should play out almost exactly because it has so far. Right? So, it has done that so far. Now, I'm thinking we're going to range a bit from like about down there. Yeah. Oh, look at that. We just wicked down to 44K. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, it's going to be choppy for the next couple of days. So take your trades carefully with stop losses. And yeah, just keep it safe, man. Just keep it safe. Until this range is over. It's going to be maybe about 4 or 5 days more, I think. About the 9th, I think we should be ready to see. Because this is so volatile, it's going to be ready for some sort of news. But I'm not sure if they want to dump it before the news and they just accumulate and they get you liquidated in that range. Okay. So, alright. Let's go back to the altcoins. Let's see, what do we need? But thank God I'm not playing futures. I would have been liquidated like crazy. Alright, it's gonna start with Ethereum. And I want to discuss this with you guys because Ethereum is, to me, is looking extremely bullish. Okay, I mean ridiculously bullish, it's not even funny. And I'll discuss with you why. Okay, rising wedge typically breaks to the downside. Okay, now there we go. I've taken the Fibonacci's and it looks like the bounce levels are about 3200 and 3100, but I doubt it gets 3100, so I'm going to reduce it. It did hit my first target. Okay. Yeah, where's this? Okay, that's where I took it from last time. Okay, here we go. Let me zoom in. So it's already bouncing on the 0.5 fib level. It can come back down to like 618. That should be around 3220, somewhere around there. But it's clear-cut range. Clear-cut range. Okay, now it's coming back to the bottom. We can't expect it not to bounce. Okay, both the targets, they're kind of sitting around 3200. Okay, 3300 was my first drop, 3200 is my second drop. So maybe just something like that goes up and then ranges in here before it pops up. Okay. Now I want you to pay attention to the Bitcoin chart. I was looking at it the other day, and I think this is bullish. Okay, But I think this is what's going to play out for Ethereum. Goes up another maybe 30% from here, 40%. That's my main target, and it should be sitting, the price should be sitting at about 5,500. Okay, but this is looking also like a cup and handle. Okay, but I highly doubt it goes up another 300%. Okay, highly doubt it goes up another 300%, but it is the alt season, so I am going to show this to you either way. Okay, now the weekly chart is looking extremely low. Okay, it's looking extremely low, and the RSI is bouncing as well. There is hidden bullish divergence, okay, in the price action. Indicators are low. Swing down to swing down, swing down to swing up. Bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence. But Ethereum has done such a big percentage that it just seems unlikely it will go to 20k. Okay. The problem is the range right now. Okay, it's a cup and handle, sort of. It's sort of a cup and handle. And with the Fibonacci targets, it puts it at 0.24 BTC. Now, big Ethereum, every alt season, it surpasses Bitcoin. Okay, so that's why it got me to thinking that it can go up, possibly. Although chances are not as likely it's gonna go up 3x. Now, the reason why I'm saying it is this little fractal right here. Okay, this when it gets to ranging like that, when any coin has gotten into range like that, it's looking like a Wyckoff distribution to me. Same thing happened with Bitcoin, and this is a tricky one. This is a very tricky one, but it can be there, just about there. Okay, it's not complete, but it can be. Most likely it's making the right shoulder, so watch. Okay, watch Ethereum. If it breaks 0.85, it's most likely gonna go to the upside. Okay, but that's it. 0.85 is the key level on Ethereum Bitcoin chart, and it's the previous high where it got rejected from. Now, even though the weekly has strength, this to me, it has not had a proper retracement to the downside. Okay, it has not come back down to the 0.5 or the 0.618 fib level, which is usually typical. Okay, but you know, in the alt season, everything is so bullish, it can do a 10-20x without doing a proper retracement. So, but that's key. 0.85 is key. If that thing is broken, new all-time highs for Ethereum on a massive scale are coming. Hey Said, how are you? Alright, so keep this in mind, okay? But I'm going to be steering more towards the right shoulder part, honestly. Okay? Bitcoin's bouncing nicely. I'll take a look at DOT. I'm not sure if, I think many people have missed certain entries, so we're going to talk about these. Okay. I'm going to daily time frame. Now, every single altcoin is going to be in the same structure. Okay. They are tired, which means they are going to be ranging. Okay. I'm going to have to move the fractal on top a little bit. Okay, here we go. I think 20.5, 20.6 is a good level, good for entry on DOT. Okay, DOT is really strong. It's going to be testing this breakout of that massive cup. Okay, that puts it at $20, but you know what, I would even go with like 20.6 just to be on the safe side and be done with it. Okay, now these targets, they're from the fib level. Okay, 0.5, 0.618, and just in case 0.786, which actually got hit pretty nicely. Okay, so it's still in range, still stuck in a range. Let's go with the 4-hour time frame. There you go. Okay, there was bearish divergence on almost every single altcoin, so it had to kind of go. But since the trend is bullish, it's just turning to the upside. I don't think it's gonna play out to massive downside. Okay, I don't think we'll see DOT again at about $16, $14. Highly unlikely. Okay, so watch for DOT around 20.6 and 20.8, right about there somewhere. Actually just hit 20.8, so 20.6, close enough. It's a good entry point for dollar cost averaging. Okay, now again, the daily still pretty tired. It still needs a bit of time, so 4 or 5 days more, and I think we should be seeing this fractal pattern play out. Okay, a couple of double bottoms and then range slowly and then go to the upside. Okay, so that's good for DOT. I mean, a good spot position should be around there somewhere. Okay, and then let it ride. Price prediction on DOT, that video is out long time ago, and can get up to 2x, decent 2x on DOT. Okay, decent 2x on DOT. This is a channel, this is a massive range. Then we'll take it from there. $60, $80. That the max target was 120, but let's see how it plays out in this range, if it has the strength to go to the top. It is looking great on the weekly. Okay, we have double bottom and hidden bullish divergence. Okay, both histograms, RSI, massive bullish divergence, so this can actually break into all-time highs. Okay, now you guys know I talk about XRP, right? Now I'm gonna show you something that actually, yeah, let's use this. Last time I was charting XRP for a big move, that one. Okay, okay, so the entries in short term, I would look for the main ones. Okay, so XRP is one of them, definitely. Link is another one of them. DOT is another one of them, and maybe even TLM, Zcash, Dash, Kava, maybe some OMG, I'm not so sure, but we'll check. GRT is definitely one that I'm looking at. Oh, look at that, it did come to my buy zone at 44. Nice. Okay, but I'll get to these in a minute. Alright, Dave. There you go. Shut the music off. No, but the music too loud, or you couldn't hear me properly? Or out, man. I don't know, but that's polite. Whatever. Okay, here we go. So the XRP chart on the weekly. Okay. The first time I was charting it, I found out the structure. XRP, I was looking at it on the daily. Okay. And cup. And then it was making the handle. Okay. That's what I saw on XRP on daily time frame. Okay. Now it's doing the same thing, just on the weekly. There we go. It's the same structure, but on the weekly time frame. Now last time there was a cup and handle, it did a 3x move. Okay. This is a bigger cup and handle. From the bottom to the neckline is a 10x move. Okay. So it has definitely the possibility to give you a 10x. Guys, if the music is too loud, just type it in the chat box way before music too loud, you know. I will not take offense to that, not at all. Okay, here we go. The first time that XRP did that 10x move, 14x move, it has the similar price structure. Okay. Would have been called the head and shoulders. Okay, but it was in a clear uptrend. Right. Now, what I did on this thing now, this time around, I just took those fractals. Okay. Just took those fractals right there. Now this is the reason, I'm showing you the reason why I look for entries on XRP. There we go. Okay. Now this is the reason why I look for entries on XRP. The move, the big move on the fractal fits. The price action on the fractal, it fits. Okay. Now that's the reason why. And the max targets are setting all the way up to $10, and that's the Fibonacci. Okay. That's the Fibonacci targets. A good way to trade this thing would be, let's remove this. Let's remove the percentage. And that. So we can have a nice, almost clear view. Okay. Now a good way to trade this would be taking initial out when it gets to the all-time highs, okay, and see what it does, see what the time is going like. If it takes 40 days to get to this all-time highs, then I highly doubt it's going to go all the way up to $10, okay, the next day. I would start to take profits, okay, but if it gets there quick, maybe only take the initial out, and then let's wait for a retrace or something, and then just let the rest go. Okay, and then maybe add it more again, see if it still has momentum. Okay, and then ladder out some at between 5 and 6, and then in between 6 and 8. That's how you scale out. Okay, this would be ideal, because XRP can be volatile. Okay, that is true. That's a fact. No one can deny it. So, I mean, that's why I wanted to put this out there for you. Okay, there is price prediction video on XRP too. I've explained this entire thing, but do go watch it. There is a few key facts I've mentioned on the chart that I will not be discussing here now, because you got to take a look at a couple of the other altcoins. Okay, now GRT. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna have to redo the entire work, but it's going to be more cleaner that way. Okay, I do like GRT, okay, quite a bit, because the structure on it is beautiful. Okay, it's absolutely beautiful. this week, last week it broke out. This week is just kind of confirming the back test of that breakout. Okay. There we go. It's confirming a back test. I think so, yeah. I mean, normally it depends on the coin, the projection it has already done. See, if you ask me, Phantom can do 100x now, I don't think so. Because Phantom has gone from like 300 million already to gone a couple of billions. Okay, it's done. Well, it did I saw Phantom at 3 cents, which means it went all the way up to first 72 and then it ran up to 90. Okay, so that means it did a 30x already. And then it came back down, went from like 18 cents all the way up to $3.50. So that's another 20x. It's already done a 50x in total. Okay, XRP has not done that. So, and XRP needs the Altseason to move, but when it moves, it does its thing. Yeah, that's the thing about XRP. Okay, GRT on the weekly. It's bottomed. Okay, it's bottomed. Now C98 was looking like exactly like this before it ended up going to the upside. Okay, it did I think a 2x almost. I'm gonna check it, but it had the same structure. Now this has capitulated completely. Okay, initial crash, retrace, and then it capitulated completely. So I think GRT can go back to its all-time highs, $2.50. Okay, that's a decent gain right there. I'm saying this because the price action it's been in a downtrend for over a year now. Okay, over a year. Feb 21st it started to crash, and then now we're in April, so it's been over a year that has been down. Okay, it's done nothing else. Now I can extend these. $4, almost $4. $3.50 can be the next target. So it got me to thinking about Phantom. It got me to thinking about Phantom. To adjust a little bit. There you go. Okay. It fits. I mean, it can take a whole month for it to do that. Okay, but I would definitely start taking some profit around $2. It's not something that I would hold in hopium waiting for it to hit $3, but even it has a potential. Simply, it has a potential to go up 8x. Okay, maybe even 10x. But 400 to 500% gains is very likely. Okay, and GRT is a great project. Okay, it's involved in Web3. Grayscale has it on its trust, and besides that, it's a good project. Okay, it has not done nothing. Has not done anything in the past 12 months. While all these other coins were popping. Okay, so that's the idea on GRT. Price prediction video is there. Now it looks ready to be on the weekly. Now you gotta understand on C98. Okay, look at that. Now it's making a double bottom. Inverse head and shoulders. If this candle closes here on the weekly, it's an inverse head and shoulders. So the pop is gonna be huge. Okay. Also, I like C98 because it's a good project. There we go. Okay. Now I don't know if it will have the time to do all these projections for the alt season, okay, but it definitely looks like it. Like, it's a good structure. I mean, this can just kind of take less time and then go do his thing, okay. But all these coins, they're looking for, like, they want the primed to go at least to the all-time highs. Now C98 is an exchange, and it's pretty cool how they work. So definitely go read up on this one. And also, this is looking like it wants to make a ball. The DYDX. They all got rejected at their previous highs. Now they got to retest the support for them to be able to break it. But definitely DYDX can go and hit at least about $16, $18. Okay. Now, take a look at Kava. Confirming a breakout. Okay. Let's delete the fibs for a minute. There we go. Confirming a breakout. This can all range, maybe a day or two. I think a week it will range. And then we'll see how the candle closes on the weekly on Sunday. Okay. But if it closes anything up outside this break of $4, that to me is pretty healthy. And Kava is going all the way up to about almost $12. That's a 3x for you right there. Okay. Now I'm still confirming some details, but Kava is going to be utilized in a real company by one of the geniuses, and he's going to give it some real utility. I'll find out more details and I will post it in the Telegram group, so stay tuned for that. Okay. GLMR. Keep your eye out for this one. I have a video coming out pretty soon on GLMR. Right. This is Moonbeam, by the way. It's one of the parachain projects of DOT. And I think it has some potential, huge potential upside on this one. Okay. It's a classic rounded bottom forming on this. Okay. So watch for this. Alright, it's gonna make a flag, some sort of comeback and test the high lows, maybe even comes down to like 390s, 380s. Okay, if you're lucky. And then just range and break to the upside. Okay, follow the fractal right here. Okay. Follow this fractal. Three X targets on this one. %. Now the potential targets for Glimmer are a lot more, so they will be all talked about in the video. Okay. Then Luna just never wants to stop pumping. Luna is extremely bullish. See, now this structure is what Ethereum BTC pair looks like. Okay, head and shoulders, but look, it's got higher lows, and then it just kind of breaks out. Now that's why it got me to thinking. Okay, so just keep an eye out for the 0.8485 level on ETH BTC chart. Okay. And I would definitely consider taking some profits around 160 levels for Luna. Aside from Luna, I'm going to check on API 3, see how that trade is doing. Okay, API 3 still following the fractal. Got a buy zone sitting at about between 5.4 and 5.7. Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna post out a trade for it. Alright, ICP still not ready. Dreams, Cody. I wanted to mention Cody. Oh, look at that, close to 30 cents. It's one of the trade calls I posted, and well, look at that, I just did that this afternoon. I was expecting a retracement on this thing, so now every single altcoin is going to be sort of like retracing and doing the ranges. Okay, the next range you see is for buying. Okay, not financial advice, but that's what I see on the charts. Okay, about the time the drop comes, it's gonna be sort of, let's call it this fractal. It's gonna play out in here. Okay, so you can easily get in on the second double bottom, or even just down here. Okay, dollar cost average. Let me remove that for a second. There we go. Much clearer. Okay, so that's the range I see happening, and you can dollar cost average into two zones. Okay, this low and this low. The higher low will be a confirmation of the continuation to the upside. So that's the way you can take this. Okay, that by that time I think the indicators there will be all set. Okay, as long as we see consecutive higher lows, we're good to go. Okay, so we had one here. We're making one now, and then we might make one down in here. Okay, it's just going to be a confirmation of the trend. So, and this needs to reset. Okay, the histogram needs to reset. The bearish divergence is so overextended, by like a week or 10 days. It's insane. Okay, so they do definitely need a reset. But it's good though, it's good. Basically this pennant is going to be made in here and then the breakout. Okay. Now Cody has good targets. So come into the trading room and find them out. Okay. Let's see what else we got. We spoke about the three majors. Now we talk about KDA for a minute. KDA's, hopefully it will hold this little range right here, which I think is exactly what's going on. So expecting a bounce in the next 5 days, we'll know more. Okay, by this time I think everything's just gonna range. So again, stay away from leverage unless you're an export trader or you have export calls coming out at you. Okay, otherwise it's going to be plenty of liquidations happening. It's going to be risky. Alright, so that is it, guys. If you got any altcoins you want to take a look at, just let me know quickly before I get out of here. ONG, is that ontology gas? Yeah, it is ontology gas. This is a tricky coin, man, I'll be honest with you. This ridiculously tricky coin. Now, okay, there is hidden bullish divergence on the weekly, so that is good. Now, again, for this, I would say if Bitcoin's sitting at 58K, 55K, and that this doesn't move, get out. Okay, because for now, enough time has passed for this thing to be able to do at least like 100%. Okay, 80%. Now, unless here, it's only been able to do like 40%. Okay, so this is huge. Most of these altcoins, they've actually done quite a bit more. Okay, or at least they've broken their structures. Okay, this hasn't even broken the range. Okay, this has not even broken the range. So it's tricky. It's tricky, but there's also a lot of wick action. So you know what? Just even putting the sell orders sitting around 120, 140, 160, I would call it a day. There's so much choppiness with these wick actions. It's insane. It's difficult to tell with these. And that's even on the weekly time frame. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Just watch that. If it doesn't do anything by the time Bitcoin's sitting at 55K, get the hell out on this one. Hold on, let me see the wave counts. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 goes back to 4, 7. Nah. It's in a range, it's in a massive range. I think it will definitely break out, but I don't expect it to go to like $100 bucks. Okay. Yeah, it's stuck. It's just stuck in a massive range, though. Here you go. Buy at the bottom of this range. Sell at the bottom of that. At the top of that range. It's like a 40% move. It's being suppressed. The price is on purpose being suppressed on this thing. 55 is still on top of it. I think it's gonna come back down a little bit more. And just stay there. Maybe not much, but like 72 and stuff like that, and just. It is a double bottom though, so it's going to be tough to break it to that range. Yeah, expect the max of 100%. And that be done with this coin. That's the way I see it. Alright guys, that is it for now. Okay. And wow. Bloody hell, this thing played out. Damn nicely played out. Nice double bottom. I've been hearing a lot of hype about Clay, man. No one touches this. I would not touch this thing. It's gonna go in a range. It's gonna go in a range. There are much better altcoins out there than this one. This still has a lot of, I mean, it's not been able to break. I think this move has just started actually. Can't go back to its bottom, like 90 cents. I wouldn't touch clay, honestly. Either it's gonna range and you're gonna miss some moves on the other coins, or oh, look at that, all these buy zones got filled. I wouldn't touch clay, man. Not yet. Alright guys, that is it for today. Just wanted to be there with you on this drop. Okay, remember this isn't a drop to go shorting. Okay, don't short. Okay, instead spend your time looking for entries on coins that you might have missed. Okay, so alright, hope the information was helpful guys. Remember to give a like and hit the subscribe button as well. Share the videos with people so more people can get some help, and join the trading room as well. Okay, so thank you for your time. I appreciate you guys coming here, and see you soon. Wait for my videos to come out, and yeah, definitely come see us in the trading room. Okay, great group of people. Alright guys, stay tuned, stay safe, stay blessed, and don't overtrade. Okay.